Hi, I'm Robin Sharma. We all know people who have inspired us to do things differently. It could be a situation, a difficult one, a challenging one, when they have reacted in a manner that has made us feel that one day, if I'm in a situation like that, I would react in that manner. Imagine a laborer who is struggling every day to feed his family. He comes home and realizes that his child's mistake is going to cost him 1 month of struggle. Obviously, the first reaction would be to shout at the child, to curse him. But this guy, when he looks at the face of the child, the scared face, instead he smiles. He has the capacity to look through that pain and knows that this is not the time to react. He looks at the child and says, "It's okay. You don't have to worry about anything. I am right here." Or a junior level employee who takes shit all day long in his office, on his way back home and at home. He is not spreading out his frustration on the people just because he can now. Instead, he takes all that pressure right here and takes all the love for the people who are following him. These are the people who have the power to rise above their circumstances. Today I'm going to talk about 4 powers which you can use to get the same emotional fitness and you can become a true leader in your own life. So the first one is the power of your words. Every time you speak a word, it has a certain energy. If you use a low energy word, you feel low. If you use a high energy word, you feel high and you react differently. So if you want to use this power, you need to amplify every word that represents a positive emotion and transform everything that represents something that you do not want. So if something is good, you say it's brilliant, it's excellent. That is amplification. And if something is bad, disastrous, you might say it's not so good. Or in case of disaster, you would say, I would have to start it from the scratch. It's time to rebuild. So the words you use will affect your emotions. So you need to use this power very, very carefully when you're talking to yourself and to others. Especially if you're a parent, when you're talking to a child, do not use a word which he might accept as his identity. So if you call him a stupid, good for nothing, or anything negative, be aware that he might accept it. So do you want that word to become your child's reality? So use your spoken words very, very carefully and consciously. Second power that you have under your control is your physiology. Your body, the way you breathe, the way you smile, the way you look. So every time you use this body, if you expand your body more, better emotions are created. A study shows that if you just put your hands like this, spreading arms like this for 2 minutes, your emotions improve by 25%. Your cortisol level, the stress creating hormone, goes down by 25%. And if you're someone who's preparing for an interview or an important meeting, then using your body powerfully, like this, 2 minutes before the meeting or the interview, your chances of looking confident and more energetic gets up by 25%. So use your physiology very carefully. If you're someone who's not enjoying the emotions he's experiencing, then it's time that you look at your body. I can guarantee that you are not using your body powerfully enough. For you to feel bad, for you to have those emotions, you need to cluster. You need to put your head down, breathe in a certain way. With a powerful physiology, it's impossible to feel bad. So use this power to the fullest. Third power that you have under your control is the power of food that you eat. Every time you eat a certain food, it affects you biochemically. So what is the right kind of food for you or for anyone else? The general thumb rule is, you eat something, wait for 3 hours. If what you have eaten is still separate from your body, that you feel it's somewhere in the stomach, making you feel uncomfortable, then that food is not for you. After 3 hours, what you eat should become an absolute part of your body. So if that is not happening, it is time that you either change your food or reduce the quantity. Other than that, a simple healthy tip is you can eat green vegetables, fruits and nuts. These have natural serotonin. Serotonin is the hormone that our brain produces to become happy. So these have it in the natural form and you'll feel automatically good when you're eating all these things. The fourth power that you have under your control is the power of mind. Many things have been spoken about mind, that mind is a terrible master but an excellent slave. The truth is, mind is just a team player. Then the question is, why are we not happy? Why is mind always looking in a direction which is making us feel bad? And the answer lies in the history. When we were hunters and gatherers, our mind is 2 million years old. We survived those 2 million years because we had the capacity to look for things which were dangerous to us in between when everything was perfect. A man who could not spot a snake in between beautiful flowers did not survive. So if you want to feel good in your life, this mind is not designed for that. The mind is designed to make you survive and not make you happy. So if this is 2 million years old programming, how do we reprogram it? How do we train our mind to look for things which will make us feel good? For that we have two strategies. First is the power of gratitude. Ask yourself this question every time you wake up in the morning and before you sleep. What are the 3 things that I'm grateful for? And do not repeat the same 3 things over and over again. You have to look for 3 different things every time you ask yourself this question. This way you are reprogramming your mind to look in the direction which you are grateful for. This will drastically affect your emotions. And the second strategy you can use to reprogram your mind is the power of quality questions. Every emotion that is generated in your body comes through a question. You ask yourself, why does it always happen with me? And you get an answer which creates emotion which is not enjoyable. So if you want to enjoy the emotion, you need to ask an enjoyable question. If you're facing a challenge, if something happens which is not so good, you ask yourself, what is good about this situation? What is excellent about this situation? What is the opportunity in this? When you ask yourself these kind of questions, your mind is looking for a totally different answer. And that is the solution. Once you have the solution, you feel good. So these are the 2 basic strategies you can use to reprogram your mind. There is a third strategy which is the master of all strategies, which is called NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming. I'll be making more videos on that. If you want to really take your happiness level to a whole new level. However, I can guarantee if you just use these things for now, you will feel the difference within the 24 hours, and in 7 days you'll be a different man. 21 days it will be a habit. I wish you love and happiness. If you like this video and would like to watch my other videos, you know what to do. Thank you.